Hi everyone, this is day 5 of solving the section A of a sample paper each day. So let's start with today's sample paper. Getting it on screen in 3, 2, and 1. It's here. Hmm. So the first question for today is 7 times 11 times 13 plus 13 is a or an. Now, this is the type of question we see a lot in NCRT. So at the end, what we do is we take 13 as common here and then we get something in the bracket. So we say that it has more factors than a prime number is supposed to have, and hence it is a composite number. Option number D. Going to the next question, the graph of y is equal to px is the figure given below. Find the number of zeros. Now, number of zeros is the number of points where the x-axis has been cut. This particular graph does not cut the x-axis at any point. So answer is option number B, 0. Going to the next question, the pair of linear equations y is equal to 0 and y is equal to minus 6 has how many solutions? Now, a solution is that particular value which satisfies both of the equations. So one particular value of x and y should satisfy y is equal to 0 as well as y is equal to minus 6. There can be no such value. This you can think with common sense. Also, if we go by the graph, we can see these are two parallel lines. They never intersect. So there is no solution. Option number A. Moving to the next question, we have the equation x square minus 8x plus k has real and distinct roots if. Now, for an equation to have real and distinct roots, we know the discriminant or d should be greater than 0. I put in the values for d, which is b square, that is 64, minus 4, a is 1, and c is k. So, this should be greater than 0. Here we can say 64 should be greater than 4k, or 60 or 16 should be greater than k, or k should be less than 16. Thus the answer is option number D. Simple enough. Moving to the next question. If Sn denotes the sum of n terms of an AP with first term a and common difference d such that Sx by Skx is independent of x, then so herein, if I put in the formulas, I get x by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1. So n is given here x. There's x minus 1 times d upon kx by 2 into 2a plus kx minus 1 into d. Now x gets cancelled, 2 gets cancelled. We're left with this particular expression. Now, if I open these brackets, outside I have 1 by k. Inside, I can say I have 2a. Now, x times d is plus xd and minus d. In the denominator, similarly, I can open up the brackets. I get 2a plus kxd minus d. Now, what is given to us is that this particular expression is independent of x, which means any value of x has no effect on it. Now, what if I say that 2a minus d is 0? 2a minus d is 0, which essentially means d is equals to 2a. When d becomes 2a, 2a minus d is 0. So this particular gets removed, this particular gets removed, it becomes 0. And 2a minus d here also it becomes 0. Thus we get xd upon kxd, and xd will get cancelled out. We'll get 1 by k square. Now 1 by k square is essentially independent of x. So any value of x here does not make any difference. So the condition out of these four which satisfies that Sx upon Skx should be independent of x is option number D. D is equals to 2a. Moving to the next question, if 3 points, this, and this form an equilateral triangle, then lambda, this particular symbol is called lambda, then lambda is equal to. Now, an equilateral triangle basically means all three sides are equal. We can first apply distance formula here to find the length, which would come out to be root 12 or 2 root 3 units. And then we can find the length of any other side, these 2 points or this. 2 and equate it with 2 root 3, we get the value of lambda is plus minus root 3. Now already 3 comma root 3 is here, thus lambda should be minus root 3, which means that lambda is minus root 3 and the answer is option B, none of these. Going to the next question, the coordinates of the midpoint of the line segment joining points this and this are. This is a straight question of midpoint formula. We apply midpoint formula here and get the answer as option number C, 1 comma minus 1. Going to the next one, in the given figure, value of x for which DE parallel to BC. Now to prove that DE is parallel to BC, we can use converse of BPT. So if x plus 3 upon 3x plus 18 is 3x plus 19, sorry, my bad, upon x is equal to x upon 3x plus 4, which basically means AD by DV is AE by EC, then we can apply converse of BPT and say DE parallel to BC. So this particular equation has to be correct. Herein we cross multiply, we get 3x square plus 9x and 4x, that's 13x, plus 12 is equals to 3x square plus 19x. Now 3x square, 3x square gets cancelled out. 13x goes to the other side. It becomes 6x. So 6x is 12 and x is 2. Option number B. Going to the next question. In the given figure, the perimeter of ABCD is. Now, considering this, if this particular length, which is given to us as 5, then AP should also be equal to 5. We write it here. If this is given to us 7, then this should also be 7. Write it here. If this is given 5, then again this should be 5. And if this is given 4, then again this should be also 4, because all of these are tangents drawn from the same point. Now when we add all of these, we get the answer as option number A, 44. Going to the next question, the quadrilateral ABCD is circumscribed to a circle. If AB is 6, BC is 7, CD is 4, then the length of AD is. Now, when we draw the particular figure for this, let's say, why not just use the figure for the above question, this visualization point of view. So we're given this particular length, we're given this particular length, and we're given this particular length. Ignore the values written here because this is for the previous question. And we have to find the value of dA. Now we've proved this in many proving questions of circles chapter. If we remember that the sum of opposite sides of such a quadrilateral should be equal, which can be actually proved by the same fact that tangents drawn from the same point are equal to each other. So we can actually say AB plus CD should be equal to BC plus DA. AB plus CD is 6 plus 4, 10. So BC, which is 7, 7 plus DA should be equal to 10, thus DA is 3. And we get our answer as option number D. Going to the next question. This is a trigonometric expression given to us. Sine theta plus cos theta is root 2 cos theta. Then the value of cos theta minus sine theta is. I'll first square this complete equation, which would give me sine square theta plus cos square theta. That's 1. Plus 2ab, so 2 sine theta cos theta is equals to 2 cos square theta. Now when I transpose this particular 1 to the other side, I get the value of 2 sine theta cos theta as 2 cos square theta minus 1. I keep it with me for a while and now I square this expression. Now squaring this expression would give me cos square theta plus sine square theta, that's 1, and minus 2 sine theta cos theta. Now I know the value of 2 sine theta cos theta as 2 cos square theta minus 1 from this particular equation. I'll put it here, which would be minus 2 cos square theta minus 1. So if we solve this further, we get 2 minus 2 cos square theta, or taking 2 as common in the bracket, we are left with 1 minus cos square theta, which is nothing but sine square theta. Now 2 sine square theta is the value of the square of what we needed. So to find the value of cos theta minus sine theta, we root this. it becomes root 2 sine theta, option number A. Going to the next question, we have if tan theta is A by B, then A sine theta plus B cos theta by A sine theta minus B cos theta is. There are multiple ways to approach this. One of them could be you divide both the numerator and denominator by cos theta. So A sine theta by cos theta becomes A tan theta. And we know the value of tan theta, that's A by B. So A times A by B plus B cos theta divided by cos theta would be B only. Similarly, in the denominator, we'll get A into A upon B minus B. This would become A square. Now I'm taking LCM, so A square plus B square upon B and whole upon A square minus B square upon B. B gets cancelled. A square plus B square upon A square minus B square, option number D. Going to the next question, an observer 1.5 meter tall is 28.5 meter away from a tower. So this is 1.5 meter. This is 28.5 meter. And the tower is of course higher than the observer. The angle of elevation of the top of tower from the eye of the observer. So if I join these two and say a line here, so this would be the normal eye level and the angle of elevation is given 45 degree. Now we have to find out the height of the tower. Now since this is 45 degree, firstly I know if this length is 28.5, then automatically this is also 28.5. And since this is 45 degree, I can use the value of tan 45, which is 1. So this particular length, this much, upon this is equal to 1. So essentially this length is equal to this length, or this much is 28.5. But the total height is actually 28.5 plus 1.5, which would account for the observer's height as well. So 28.5 plus 1.5, that's 30 meters, option number A. Going to the next question, O is the center of a circle of diameter 4 centimeter, which means that the radius is 2 centimeter, and OABC is a square if the shaded area is 1/3 area of the square. So the shaded area is essentially the area of a sector, which is actually 1/4 currently because it is a quadrant or 90-degree sector made. So we have 1 by 4 pi r square. So 2 times 2, 2 square is 4. This would mean pi. And this is 1/3 the complete area of the square. If I let the side as a, then this is 1 by 3 of a square, right? I multiply this 3 to the other side, I get that the area of the complete square, or this a square, is 3 pi. And I have to find the side of the square. I have to find a. So if a square is 3 pi, then a is automatically root 3 pi, option number A. Going to the next question, the area of a segment of a circle of radius r and central angle 90 degree is. Now area of a segment is area of sector minus area of triangle. Area of sector in this case would be, this is 90 degree, so theta by 360 into pi r square. When we apply it, we get pi r square by 4. And we have to subtract the area of the square, the area of the triangle. Now since the particular triangle made inside would look something like this, where both of the sides are radius and it is a 90 degree, so we can write its area as half base into height, which would after solving become r square minus 2 r square by 2, and that is option number B, pi r square by 4 minus half r square. That's the answer. Going to the next question. In the given figure, JKLM is a square with sides of length 6 centimeter. So this is 6, this is 6, this complete is also 6, this complete is also 6. Points A and B are midpoints of KL and LM. So I can say this length is 3, this length is also 3, this length is 3, and this length is also 3. If a point is selected at random from the interior of the square, what is the probability that the point will be chosen from the interior of triangle JAB? This particular triangle. Now, what they are actually asking us here is what is the area of triangle JAB, which is our favorable outcome, right? If we get a point in this area, then we have to calculate its probability. But what is our total outcomes? That would be the area of square JKLM. Hmm? Because we can select a point from its interior anywhere. Now, area of square JKLM is easy. The side is given 6 units, so area is 36. Now, I have to find the area of triangle JAB. If we look at this carefully, this is a square. So these three are right angle triangles. We can find their area simply applying the formula of half base into height. Here it would give 9, here it would give 9, and here it would give 4.5, which would add to be 22.5 centimeters square. If the total area of the square is 36 and these three triangles are 22.5, we can find the area of the shaded region by subtracting them. 36 minus 22.5, that would give us 13.5. And I can multiply this here. We get 9 fours are, 9 15s are, 3, 2. So 3 by 8, option number B. Going to the next question, a bag contains 5 red balls and n green balls. If the probability of drawing a green ball. Now, firstly, the total number of balls is 5 plus n. Now, the probability of drawing a green ball is n upon 5 plus n. And it is given that it is 3 times the probability of drawing a red ball, which is 5 upon 5 plus n. 5 plus n, 5 plus n gets cancelled. 3 times 5 is 15, thus n is 15, or the number of green balls is 15. Our answer is option number C. Going to the next question, question number 18. Consider the frequency distribution of 60 students in a class, the sum of the lower limit of the model class. Now, the model class is the class with the highest frequency. Herein we have the frequency. The highest frequency is 16, as we can see, and the lower limit is 150. So, herein I have 150, and the upper limit of the median class. For the median class, the total number of students is 60. It is also given to us here, and the total of the CF is also 60. Now n by 2 is 30. So the frequency which is just greater than 30, we can see here at 37. So the median class is this particular class, and its upper limit is 165. So we have to add 150 and 165. That's 315, option number B. Going to the next question. The given figure represents a hemisphere surmounted by a conical block of wood. The diameter of their bases is 6 centimeter each, and the slant height of the cone is 5. The volume of the solid is this. Now, this is a calculation based statement, so let's wait. First, let's check out the reason if the options can be cancelled out. The volume of a hemisphere is given by 2 by 3 pi r cube. This statement reason is correct, so we cannot decide only on its basis. Thus, we move to the calculation part. If the diameter is given 6, so the radius will be 3. And herein I can find the height of the cone using Pythagoras theorem as 4, right? So now what is given to me is the volume of the complete solid, which means 2 by 3 pi r cube. Now r is 3, so r cube is 27, plus the volume of this particular cone, which is 1 by 3 pi r square, that's 9, into h, 4. 3 3 gets cancelled out, 9, this is 3, so we have 18 pi plus 12 pi, that is 30 pi. Now, even if I put the value of pi as 22 by 7 or 3.14, the volume of the solid can never equal 196 centimeter cube. We don't need to calculate this. Thus, the assertion is false. Hence, A is false, R is true. Option number D is the correct answer. Going to the next question, last question. Sum of first 10 terms of the AP is this. And the sum of n terms of an AP is given by this formula, which is correct. A is first term, D is common difference. Sum of n terms formula statement reason is correct. Now, when we look at the assertion, if we look carefully, this is a negative number, this is a negative number, this is a negative number, and the negative numbers are increasing. So, anywhere in this particular AP ahead, we will only have negative numbers. If you sum any amount of negative numbers, it is not possible for you to get a positive number. So the sum of first 10 terms of this AP cannot be equal to 27.5. It cannot be equal to any positive number, because even if you try adding any amount of negative numbers, the answer just keeps getting negative. So assertion is false, reason is true. We have option number D again. This was it for today. Hope you liked these explanations. For further explanations and other videos, you can visit the YouTube channel of Alwin Academy. Thank you so much.